Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot forecast. I've pulled one card for each day from my Wildwood Tarot deck, and so let's just see what is in store for you this week. So Sagittarius, on Monday you have the Four of Arrows coming up. Now in this deck it means a little something different than what it does in a lot of the decks that you can find. Four of Arrows really means that you're going through a situation on Monday where you have what I call forced downtime. There's some reason why you can't do everything that you would normally be doing today. And what this does is it gives you time to think things over that you normally wouldn't have time to think over or even consider. And so this day is kind of a quiet day. When the outside world looks in, they don't see it as being a very productive day, but the real happenings are going on inside of you as you're thinking things over. Some of your perspectives are changing, your values are changing, and that's going to change how you interact with the world. So when you come into this process, you come into it as Sagittarius. When you come out of this process, you come out of it as the new and improved Sagittarius that is much more productive at working on his life or her life. And so if you look at this card, you see the big picture of the butterfly at the top. This is very much like when a caterpillar goes into the cocoon. The world doesn't see any activity going on. He goes in as this guy that can crawl around on the ground and hairy and, who knows if he's pretty or not. He comes out of this cocoon, a wonderful, beautiful butterfly. He can crawl around on the ground if he wants, but he can also fly and get a much bigger perspective. And so this is kind of how you are. You're coming out of this with a much bigger perspective. Much more able to do a lot more things. Very productive. Very good day. It's a down day. The world would see it as non-productive, but it makes a big difference in your life and your quality of life. So moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday we have the Nine of Arrows showing up. This really indicates dedication. So Tuesday you're going to have something that you're working on that you feel very dedicated to. This is something that's highly important to you. You have goals, you have targets with this, and you are just expecting it to move forward. And it really doesn't matter to you what kind of resistance comes up against you, because you are just going to keep on plowing forward. That's the kind of dedication that you have today. So yes, you will be dealing with little obstacles and little resistances, and you will keep moving forward until you get to that goal. So Tuesday is a day of diligence and dedication. Now Wednesday we have a King of Stones coming up, and he's the wolf in this deck, and he comes up reversed. Now what's interesting about the wolf is that when another wolf dies in a wolf pack, what happens is at least one of the wolves stays behind with that wolf as he actually crosses over to make sure that no other predators come along and make things worse than they need to be for that wolf as he's passing. Okay, so this is, when I see the wolf, this talks about watching something leave, watching something go out of your life. Usually it's a very appropriate something. But we have the wolf in reverse for you on Wednesday. So this means that there's going to be something that should be leaving your life. By all rights, it should be exiting. It's its time. However, you're resistant to that. You're not ready to let go. For whatever reason, you're emotionally attached to it. And so even though you even know in your head that this thing really, you should let it go, you're just not able emotionally to do that right now. So that's what I see going on Wednesday. And this really kind of flows into Thursday and really affects Thursday. Thursday we have the Four of Cups reversed. The Four of Cups really talks about a certain kind of restlessness or boredom. And when the Four of Cups is reversed, it kind of changes the flavor of this feeling a little bit. It's more of not so much restlessness or boredom as much as it is feeling like penned in. So you're feeling a little bit penned in by this situation that you're not letting go. Let it go. Okay. So then on Friday we have a really nice card coming up. The Ten of Bows. And this is labeled responsibility in this deck. Now the Ten of Bows, if you can check out the top of this card, you can see that there's kind of a community at the top of this mountain that this guy is climbing the path up to. A bunch of little teepees and a fire, and he's bringing up, looks like some more teepee poles. He wants to build some more houses there. This card comes up for a couple of different reasons. This card comes up whenever you're carrying some kind of load for the family. You've got some kind of chore that you're doing for the family, something that helps the family that is a little bit, it is self-sacrificial, not just a little bit, it is self-sacrificial that you're doing for the family. And so what's going on is it doesn't seem like a burden because you're doing it out of love, but it does take its toll on you even though you're doing it out of love. So there's something like this going on for some of you, Sagittarius. And then for others, this card can indicate taking a relationship to the whole new level. So this is a really good card. I see this card a lot for marriage proposals, for somebody moving in with the partner, that type of thing. So something like this can be going on Friday. You can be starting to have discussions about this. You can even be actually moving in, actually receiving the ring or giving the ring on Friday. Okay? Then the other thing, seems like I just had another thought, and now let me track that down. Oh yes, the other thing that this can come up for is for building up a network of people. This could be like if you're planning a party for Friday, Friday could be the party. This could be a meetup group. This could be some kind of get together to learn something. So could be putting together some kind of social network. So that's what this card could be talking about, anything like that on Friday. So some of you who are event coordinators, this could be your card on Friday. This could be your card a lot of days. For some of you who just occasionally put together something, this is just going to come up occasionally for you for that particular situation. Okay, so Saturday, here's what we have. We have the Six of Cups showing up in reverse. Now right side up, this is talking about reunion. Upside down, it's talking about a splitting off of individuals. So I see somebody, for some of you, this is going to be somebody significant that's important to you, actually moving kind of out of reach to where you can't just go visit them, a few steps away or half an hour drive away or whatever. They're going to be moving away significantly on Saturday, or maybe you're going to be moving away from your network on Saturday. Something is going on with that. And then the other thing can be, it might not be a geographical thing. Sometimes it comes up for if you have a situation where the friendships are just kind of losing their bond. The bonds are kind of falling away. So that could be going on for some of you as well. In fact, that will be going on for some of you as well. And for others of you, it will just be the geographical thing. Okay, so then on Sunday, we have the King of Arrows showing up reversed. Now for some of you, this is just going to be some personality in your life. For others of you, this is going to be describing you this day. But either way, here's what we're looking at. Either you or somebody in your life is going to be normally a very logical person. Everything that they do because it adds up and it makes sense, and the bottom line looks good when they do it. Okay? Now, this person, whether it's you or the other person, for whatever reason on Sunday, has something going on that has triggered some emotions. And this person normally suppresses emotions. That's what they do. Now these emotions are coming up. They're kind of erupting, and the emotions have kind of taken the driver's seat on Sunday. So whether it's you or somebody else, emotions are taking over. And it makes this person very uncomfortable. They're not used to emotions ruling the way things happen. They don't know how to handle this. So this is a very disconcerting thing for yourself if it happens to be you. If it's somebody that you are looking at in your life and you're watching them go through this, it can be a very disconcerting thing. But I feel like a lot of you, those of you that are watching this go on with somebody else, are really in a position where you can say things to them that will help them to calm down and kind of understand what they're going through and what the reality of things are, because I feel like they are really overreacting to something that has happened, and it just has them kind of triggered and wigging out. And so sometimes just a change in perspective can really help somebody like that, and you're going to be in a position to give that. All right, so of course that's if you're not that person. It's a little harder to do that for yourself, but we can do it if we make a conscious effort. So that looks like your week for October 6th through 12th, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to have a session with me, feel free to contact me. You can find all my information at www.amista.info. I-N-F-O. Check me out, see if I'm the right reader for you. Have a great day.